I am so proud of what Rachel and her team have accomplished over the past few years. It is such an incredible organization. My family had the privilege of having an outing planned for us in August of 2021. It was much needed, too. Our life was and still is very much consumed by the world of cancer. Back-to-back appointments, speaking with doctors, repeating the same information over and over and over again, filling out the same forms over and over and over again, talking to insurance companies, paying bills, going to support groups. It's a full-time job, which leaves very little time to plan outings with your children. In August of 2021, we were treated to a special outing by One Day to Remember, a trip our family will cherish forever and never forget. Our family was nominated by one of our local breast cancer organizations, as I am living with metastatic breast cancer and raising 2 young sons, now 4 and 7. I was diagnosed with early stage triple negative while I was pregnant with our second son. I gave birth to him 3 weeks early. I got 1 week with him before I had to get scans, tests, and my port placed. I started chemotherapy when he was 3 weeks old. I missed out on so much with him. I had to stop breastfeeding to go through 20 weeks of the IV chemotherapy, have breast surgery, then do 5 weeks of breast radiation. I was exhausted. All that with a newborn son and a toddler. A few weeks after I completed radiation, I started having trouble with my left foot. I began tripping and stumbling quite often. I then lost use of the left leg altogether. A trip to the ER showed a large brain tumor. It was almost a year from my original diagnosis, only a few days before our son's first birthday. We were devastated. I lost the ability to walk, use my dominant hand and arm, and ultimately take care of myself, my husband, and my children. After further progression of that same pesky tumor, we tried a new chemo that was targeted for triple-negative breast cancer. It worked well for a couple months. Next up was 10 sessions of whole brain radiation because that pesky tumor came back once again. That set my rehab progress way back. I was just starting to take unassisted steps and walk without my cane. So when One Day to Remember reached out to ask us what our dream outing would look like, I immediately thought about going camping in an RV at Lake Erie. Presque Isle was only a short drive away, and we got to spend time on the beach, playing in the sand, looking for rocks, seashells, and sea glass, and running and playing in the waves. The kids had an absolute blast. It was great to see them so happy, and I barely thought about cancer the entire trip. I was bald, weak, and impaired, but I still felt great. The only thing that mattered at that moment was my kids and my husband, my family. I really had to pull my strength together to keep up, but I did it. It was a trip of a lifetime. We also received the most beautiful photo book from our outing. They provided a photographer to get pictures of the beach at sunset. Our outing reinforced some core reminders for us to be present in the moment, to cherish the excitement of going places with your loved ones, to focus on what actually matters, to slow down and allow yourself time to relax. Also, to never give up. Do it for your loved ones, especially the littles. Thanks again to One Day to Remember and all of you for your support and donations that make all of this possible. Please continue to spread the word to help families like ours. Our family is forever grateful for this organization. I also want to reflect that yesterday was Mother's Day. Being a mother, my children are my everything. Living with a life-limiting illness while being a parent or caregiver creates many extreme challenges for the entire family. It can be suffocating at times. full of worry and hardship. Each day, you put in your all. It's selfless. You do it for your children, for tomorrow. You beg to see them off to kindergarten, to 5th grade, to graduation, to be there for every single milestone. Instead of wishing, you learn to live the here and the now, the present, which is a gift. Having an organization like One Day to Remember swoop in, plan and pay for a special outing was really a dream come true. To see our kids smile from ear to ear, hear them laugh from deep in their bellies, to watch them play with such joy. It was pure. It was the highlight of this whole trip. We made memories. I hope you feel so proud to be supporting them today. My family and so many others like mine are so thankful for you, the donors, our supporters. Thank you so much.